join our palms, and together we're inviting His Holiness to bestow the precious Dharma teachings. Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus, homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming, homage to Master Sakya Zhengkong, homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa, and homage to Master Thubten Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of Homa today, Amughapasa Avalokitesvara. Sumo, Tanchen Gacho, Tuten City, Tuten Kama, and all Dhamma masters, Dhamma educators, Dhamma teachers, Dhamma instructors, Dhamma tutors, temple and center directors, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Good afternoon. How do you do?
Hola amigo, te quiero mucho. Sukoi, jiwa, emoji, yumi, peri, konnichiwa.
I would like to announce now, for next Sunday, October 22nd at 3 p.m., there will be Marici Bodhisattva's Homa fire offering ceremony. And we all know Marici is True Buddha School's great protector. The mudra it's like this. And the mantra. And her appearance, she is seated on a chariot led by 7 golden boars or pigs. Many people recite Marici Sutra. By practicing this deity, you can avoid thieves. You will not be bullied or anything. She's really powerful. And she's considered the god of battles. That's for next Sunday. And today, that's Amughapasa Homa. Today, when I was forming the mudras, generally speaking, I would make the mudras for offerings first, and then for the bardo deliverance, and then the mudras for all the deities, and lastly, Marici as the protector, and Amoghapasa, Avalokitesvara, performing her rituals. That's how I do it. That's how I form my mudras. First, I perform the mudras for offerings, and then for bardo deliverance, and then the mudras for the 8 primary deities, and then the mudras for all the Herukas, all bodhisattvas, and then for karma yoga. So generally there is a sequence, but not today. Today they were formed by Amoghapasa. And she formed the mudras herself. We can say that she descended upon your body and never left. So from beginning to end, the one who formed the mudras was Amoghapasa Avalokitesvara himself. So he conducted and controlled the mudra transformations. Therefore, it's quite different today than the typical mudra transformation. Amoghapasa Avalokitesvara is a great one. In the Avalokitesvara court, he's one of the 7 Avalokitesvaras. So his Dhamma power is equal to the power of Jundi Buddhamata, and he could deliver equally. Therefore, his Vajra name is the Equal Deliverance Vajra. Three heads, 4 arms, and in each face there are 3 eyes, and one of the hands holding mala. By calling on his name, you would be guided to the Pure Land. And one is holding a lotus. She was manifested from a lotus, and a pure nectar vase. And those with karma would be eradicated with the nectar water. And most importantly, he's also holding the lasso. And it does not matter. He would tie your wish with the lasso, so therefore all your wishes will come true. So Amugha, meaning non-empty, means all your wishes will return non-empty, which means will be fulfilled. So for the spirits, the netherworld spirits, as long as they are registered, then they will all be delivered completely. And the light mantra, which we often chant, and the non-empty money
先所观音乐。
mantra, which are related to Amoghapasa. Radiant mantra. I think I have told this joke before.
看到一个女生在台上唱歌，
in the party, there was a woman singing on the stage, and it was horrible. So she asked the man next to him, "Who's that singing horribly?"
她说我老婆，
And he said, "Oh, my wife."
这个人就表示歉意，
And he
我不是
apologized by saying,
唱的
"Oh, I didn't say that she sang well,
词的人，
but it must be the song. The lyrics of the song was horrible." And then he
这不
said,
是我写的。
"I wrote the lyrics."
上课的时候啊，
In
老师
class,
不舒服，
Xiaoming had some
就
stomachache.
站起来报告老师，
So he stood up and said, "I would like to go
老师讲，
poop."
老师教
And the
过
teacher said,
语词要文雅，
"I have
要
told
有
you
内涵，
to be more
要有粗俗，
more sophisticated. Don't be so coarse in saying."
小明就回答了，那这样好了，
And then Xiaoming replied, "Okay, let me
我
report.
的这个下部地区啊，
My lower area
很像要发生大面积的土石流，
there seems to be a landslide in my
啊，
in my lower part of my
石
body.
流不要淹埋到大家，
So
所以我
in order to avoid the landslide affecting everybody,
就
I
比较
would
文
like
雅一点。
to
我看
leave. That would be more civilized.
一对夫妻呀、男的对女的讲，
A couple, the man told
那
the
车
woman,
子坏了，女的说
"Oh, the car is
地方
broken."
住一晚吧，
And the woman said, "Let's find a place to stay
找地
overnight."
方住有什么
And
用？
the man said, "What use is that?"
这个你
And the woman said,
以前不都是找地方住一晚，第二天
"In
车
the
子
past,
就好了吗？
every time the car broke, we find a place to stay overnight, and then the next day it's fixed. But that's before we got married. Now the car is really broken."
这是没有手机以前才会发生这种事。
This is the thing that happens before cell
在
phones.
电话亭等着打电话，
A grandma was waiting
男子
outside of a phone booth,
握着电话
and
10分钟，
there's a man inside the booth holding the phone for about 10 minutes without saying a thing. And the grandma couldn't stand it anymore. If you're not talking on the phone, please don't
男的
hang on the phone. I want to make a phone call. And the man said,
我老婆姓
"Why are you rushing me? I'm waiting. I'm listening to my wife
一个钟，
nagging me, and it usually takes an hour."
现在的应该没有了。
But we don't have phone booth these days.
我们进入
Now to the main subject on the
马来
Q&A.
西亚莲花
Questions
宝
from Malaysia by Lian Hua Bao Yi.
顶礼师尊，感恩师尊为了利益众生，愿意多住世几年。
Kometsu Grandmaster, thank you that you stay a few more years
多住几年。
to benefit sentient beings, to continually turn the Dharma wheel.
顺
I
其
didn't
自
say that I am going to stay
然，多住就
a few more years. Everything just follow its natural course.
这个释迦牟尼佛
Sakyamuni Buddha
传法，他到80岁
transmitted Dharma until he was 80 and then he left. And in a few months I would be 80.
我觉得随时可以
And I feel that
出离，
at any
随时
time
可以出离，
I
不要
can
想
take care of
住
it.
几年。
I have no wish to stay a few more years. There's no such thing.
以前这个贡嘎上师啊，贡嘎
In the past, the Master Gongka or the Gongka Living Buddha Gongka,
他就圆寂，65岁。
he passed away at 65.
他也是好好的，
And he was doing fine.
他的问题在这里。
And the questions are
只
here.
认识一位同门，
I know a
在
fellow
师尊
disciple
手传黑面金母大法会当天，
who was
明明可以付出
on the day that Grandmaster transmitted the black-faced golden mother. This disciple was able to come attend Grandmaster's
这
ceremony
位同门才出
of the debut transmission of the black-faced golden mother. He clearly could have attended, but he did not. Just when Grandmaster was about to confer the empowerment, this fellow disciple suddenly appeared to receive the empowerment. Some people found this disrespectful toward Grandmaster and confronted him. To everyone's surprise, he replied, "The most important thing in a Dharma ceremony is the empowerment."
是说法会
So, Grandmaster, may I
要
ask,
灌顶的时候，
is this empowerment effective? In compliance with the Dharma?
他就问了，
So he did not attend the ceremony, he just came for the empowerment. So is his empowerment count? Does his empowerment count? And does it comply with the Dharma?
那他第二个问题，
And the second
他之
question,
所以没有来护持师尊的法，
the reason
是因为
he
他
did not attend Grandmaster's Dharma ceremony is because on the very day of the Grandmaster ceremony, he went to support
非
the ceremony of a former true Buddha disciple,
一直和我们强调，这前真
a non-true Buddha school ceremony of a former true Buddha school disciple.
高
He tried to persuade us
的接班
that this former true Buddha disciple had an extraordinary background and attained an extremely high level of cultivation.
的传人，
He was the designated successor appointed by Golden Mother and an inheritor of the primordial infinite
一起记录
orthodox Dharma.
前真佛
So before arriving at Grandmaster's ceremony, he made every effort to persuade us to join him in supporting this former true Buddha disciple ceremony.
真佛弟子
Of course, we vehemently refuse and strongly criticize him for it. This former true Buddha disciple ceremony was scheduled on the same day, at the same time, in the same country as Grandmaster's ceremony.
贵国有
Isn't this clearly a challenge to the Grandmaster? How is this any different from
参加
XX,
前真
the
佛
Ghost Witch?
弟子的非真佛中的法会，
As a result, he attended the non-True Buddha school ceremony of the former True Buddha school disciple all by himself. Only after the ceremony concluded did he appear at Grandmaster's ceremony and saying he wanted to receive the empowerment and said that the important thing in Dharma ceremony is the empowerment. So Grandmaster, may I ask, has his lineage been severed? These questions are difficult to answer. He's the designated successor appointed by Golden Mother and an inheritor of the primordial infinite Orthodox Dharma. This questions by Lien Hoa Baoying from Malaysia. How long ago was that? Blackface? I don't know. Was the empowerment, did the empowerment count? Was the empowerment effective? It counts. So the empowerment still counts, even when one just joins the empowerment. And how about the lineage? Has the lineage been broken? The answer is in between broken and not broken. So between broken and not broken, it's still considered not broken, right? So that's the answers. Almost broken, but not broken, and the empowerment counts. Sometimes there are many rumors and gossips out there. It's no way for me to control or to mind so many things. For me, everything is natural. If you want to come, come. If you don't, don't. It's fine. It's your business. It's not Grandmaster's business. And Grandmaster is only transmitting Dharma, conferring empowerment. And the rest, I don't care. If you want to come, come. If you don't want to come, you don't. It's okay not to come. I'm not saying that you have to attend every ceremony, because sometimes people have other very important things or being sick, so you cannot force it upon everyone. So faith and belief is your individual matter. So when you eat, so the one that eats would have their stomach full. So whether the lineage has been broken or not, he himself would know, or you yourself would know. So who is placed on top of your head? That would be the lineage that you have. And about rumors and gossips out there, I just ignore it. Because it is the Saha world. So the dragons and the snakes are mixed, and black and white are all mixed up. And sometimes it's not clear who's who. So spiritual cultivation depends on yourself. And as for the rest, it's okay if I gain one disciple or lose one disciple or no disciple is fine too. It seems that the Bible also has this statement, there are no good people in this world, not even half. So that means none, right? So the Bible has stated that. I remember I was asking my own guru, how many people have you delivered? I asked my guru. May I ask Guru, how many people have you delivered? And he replied, half. He said half. And now you can guess. So this kind of questions are not questions. So let them be. It's dating, a marriage. What's that called? A dating agency. And there's a woman and said, oh, I was referred by Auntie Zhang. And then the agent asks, what do you wish for? What requirements do you have? I like my spouse to be 180 centimeter. Then with that, I would be disqualified. And the monthly salary is over 200,000 NT dollars. And with good car, and the house under his name should be over 300 ping. And always love me, never betray me. And then the agent on the other line said, on the other end of the phone, if you want to get a date, let's continue to talk. But if you're making a wish, why don't you walk out and go right? And there is a temple there. And then you can ask for that from the Bodhisattva. When they got married, the wife told the husband, in the future, I would give way to you for everything. And the husband was really moved. And the wife continued, let you take care of the kids, let you cook, let you wash the dishes, let you do the laundry, let you take out the garbage. let you clean the rooms, the house, and I'll let you for everything. And the husband was speechless. Now we will expound on the Vimalakirti Sutra. And thus Po-Shin told all the goddesses. Vimalakirti had completed his speech about the Dharma joy, and so Po-Shin told all the goddesses, I would like you all to return with me to the heavenly palace. I would like you all to return with me to the heavenly palace, which is typically is the Mahasvara heaven. So the king of all kings is the sixth heavenly king, which is Mahasvara, and then the sage of all sages is the Buddha with the great enlightenment. So the sixth heavenly king, which is the highest heaven of the heavenly realm of desire, is Mahasvara heaven, which is Po-Shin. And the goddesses replied, we would like to stay here with the laity. Experiencing Dharma joy, we feel very happy and no longer delight in bliss of the five desires. The laity, referring to Vimalakirti, we, all the goddesses, have affinity with the laity, and he has Dharma joy. We prefer the Dharma joy to the bliss of the five desires. We know the five desires are, well, sensual pleasures, name, sleep, and food. Actually, Grandmaster also has no more five desires. Wealth, talking about wealth, I don't want to add to any wealth, so wealth is gone. Sensual pleasures, I know that those sensual pleasures are temporary. They're all temporary. Or looks. Looks are also temporary. Is there someone that's always beautiful forever? No, no such thing. The most beautiful is when they're in their 20s, but no more. In the past, when I saw someone in the 40s, I found them to be very old. But now I'm double 40, twice. So looks cannot be maintained. They are temporary. Don't think the beautiful ladies are really beautiful, but in a few years, like the beautiful movie actresses, they don't dare to come out again. Because they've grown old. And old age is very scary. Then as you age, you look very dull and listless. Look at the photos of my youth and now. They're like two different people. So you can't retain looks. So therefore, that's
在
not
可
there.
能有什么名呢？
And name,
而且名啊，
there's no more
一
name.
时现在在争论
And name is just temporary.
像美国哈，
There are many people fighting
川
to
普跟那个
get names like Trump and
将
Biden.
来也要两个人也要再争，
The two of them are fighting for name again.
做了
And it's not forever, it's only for a few years.
像那个有些名啊也是很悲惨，
And some fame
像
is
我们
very,
在
very horrible.
这个叫卢泰愚，
In the Lu family, there are two in Thailand,
卢武信跟卢泰
Lu Tai Yi and Lu
听
Wuxin.
那个讲，这两个人哦，
I heard
见换阳，
that these two
儒侠
people
出去，他们
went
是
out from the Lu clan in Huanyang, Fujian province, and they became presidents in Korea. And they had
有一个是
a really bad life.
自杀的吧，
One was in prison, and the other one jumped into the ocean and killed himself.
进那
So see,
台湾也有一个进监狱，
being presidents, and then
这是无常嘛，
then
民是无常的，
was in prison. And also in Taiwan too, one president was in prison. So fame is very impermanent. So it's
财色
nothing.
名都没有，
So fame is not attractive for me.
我吃的是固定的东西，
And food, I eat the same food.
就是固
Set
定的，
food for breakfast,
早餐，
simple,
然后午餐、晚餐都在，
and lunch and dinner at the Lizang Temple.
那就是这样的，哎，不会跑到外面去吃，
I don't eat out.
我很久很久没有在外面
It's been a long time.
long ago 没有在外面吃的很少，没有
I rarely eat out. I don't eat out anymore.
睡呢，
That's food and sleep.
睡觉还可以，但是我也不贪
My sleep is fine,
不贪睡，
but I don't desire sleep. So I
就杜姑吧，
nap when I'm tired. Just be natural.
精神好就醒过来，
If you're tired, you sleep, and then if you are rejuvenated, then you wake up. So no more wealth,
所以我也不
looks,
这个五欲
fame, sleep, and food.
的这种的。
So I no longer delight in the bliss of the five desires
欧
either.
迅就讲了，
And then Boshin said,
可舍此你，一切所有施于彼者。
Laity, as a bodhisattva, you can relinquish the ladies and give them all to me.
你是一个菩萨，
Vimalakirti, you're the great lay Buddhist, you're a bodhisattva.
是一回事。
So whether
这些天理
you have them or not, it's the same thing.
大菩萨，
So just return all these goddesses to me, and you're still a great
这样子才
bodhisattva.
是菩萨。一切所有施于彼者，是为菩萨。假如说你施，
So
就是说这些天
by giving away or relinquishing the ladies
这个才是
is a great bodhisattva.
文摩诘讲，
So it's the same whether you want them or not. And Vimalakirti replied,
要跟不要都可以，所以你就
it's fine either way.
全部带走了。
And so you can take all these goddesses away with you.
令一切众生得法愿具足。
May all sentient beings have their wishes for the Dharma be
这样
fulfilled.
子啊，所有的众生只要得到
So
他的
as long as all sentient beings
要这些
attain Dharma joy, then his wish has been fulfilled.
所有的天理，
He did not necessarily want the goddesses. Then all the goddesses asked Vimalakirti, why should we stay at the Mara palaces? then in the future, how should we obtain the Dharma joy?
无尽灯，
Vimalakirti replied,
当学
there is a Dharma gate called inexhaustible lamp.
百
Once you've learned it, you'll become the one with the inexhaustible lamp.
明
One lamp can ignite thousands of lamps
有一个
and gives light to the underworld that will never cease. So he said, there is a Dharma gate called inexhaustible lamp.
大宝法王卡玛巴跟我讲的一样，
Just like His Holiness the 16th Karmapa told me,
光明
the key point is you have clear light radiance inside your heart mind.
我要离开大宝法王的时候，
When I was about to leave the 16th Karmapa, I asked him one question. May I ask, what is the most important thing?
我讲
And His Holiness the 16th Karmapa told me
心中光明最
to maintain the clear light radiance in your heart mind is the most important thing.
这个最重要。
That is the most important thing.
现在维摩诘也讲，
And now Vimalakirti also said,
诸劫有法门名无尽灯，
there is a Dharma gate called inexhaustible lamp.
它这个灯无尽灯的意思就是说，一
And the meaning of inexhaustible lamp
点燃，
is once one lamp is ignited, then the whole temple would be
照到别人
bright. And when the light shines on other people's heart, then their lamp would be ignited.
可以点
So one lamp can ignite
100个灯，
10 lamps
然后有
or 100 lamps,
1000个灯，
and from
灯就变成
100 lamps, it would become 1,000 lamps, which in turn would become 10,000 lamps.
这样子就叫做无尽灯。
And the lamps are all
维
connected,
摩诘就讲，
and that would be called inexhaustible lamp.
你们就要学无尽灯者，必如一灯燃百千。
So you need to learn it.
明者
There is a Dharma gate called inexhaustible lamp. Once you've learned it, you can ignite thousands of lamps and give light to the underworld that will never cease. The clear light radiance will never cease. It's inexhaustible.
现在
Like Master Lu giving Dharma teaching here, and now we have Rinpoche, we have masters,
教授师有法
the Dharma educators, Dharma teachers or lamas, Dharma instructors, Dharma tutors.
点下去，
So this means the lamps are being passed down,
只要你心中
ignited down to all the disciples.
另外一个人，
So if you have clear light radiance in your heart mind, you can transmit it
光
so that you can light other people.
绵绵不绝，
Then the inexhaustible lamp of True Buddha School will continue endlessly for several generations.
这个就是无尽灯啊。
And that's called inexhaustible lamp.
那么卢师尊当年呢、在26岁的时候，在玉皇宫，
So back then,
要求金母
Grandmaster, when he was 26,
是一个灯啊，
at the Jade Emperor Temple, Golden Mother lit my lamp. And at that time, there was only one lamp. And Golden Mother told me, you have to come out and deliver sentient beings. And I replied, I don't know anything. How can I deliver sentient beings? And she said, you will know how once you kneel down. And I did. And immediately I saw Amitabha Buddha, Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva, and Golden Mother.
他就带我
And that night, they brought me away.
这测量连的这个宿舍里面呢、
When that night I returned to the dormitory of the survey
自己的前世
engineering team,
看地
they brought me to see my past lives, the heavens,
看未来，
and the future.
然后再来的半夜，每天晚上来教法，
And then
连续
every night at midnight they came to teach me Dharma
去拜师，
continuously for 3 years. And they also told me to pay homage and to learn from my gurus. So back then my lamp was ignited, and now I also ignited many masters and many Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma instructors, Dharma tutors, directors, and many disciples. As long as you have clear light radiance in your heart mind, you can ignite the clear light radiance in other people. And when they continue, that becomes the inexhaustible lamp. The clear light radiance is ceaseless, will never cease. And he said, goddesses, in this way, one bodhisattva can guide countless beings to generate the mind of Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. He said, as long as one bodhisattva, there is one bodhisattva, he or she would be able to guide millions or hundreds of thousands of sentient beings. This way of the path will never end. Speaking Dharma accordingly and naturally increasing all goodness. So, virtues, goodness, clear light radiance, charity, benefiting sentient beings. And this is called Inexhaustible Lamp. I think one of my books were titled Inexhaustible Lamp. Have you read it? Please raise your hand. I light the lamp of your heart. The fifth book I wrote was titled Inexhaustible Lamp. Back then, I did not know that Vimalakirti was talking about the inexhaustible lamp. And how come I wrote it? So the publisher would know. So increasing all goodness is called Inexhaustible Lamp. Although the goddesses are staying at the palaces of the Mara, you are now the inexhaustible lamp, and you can guide countless sentient sons and daughters to generate the mind of Anuttara Sambodhi to repay the generosity of the Buddha. So, although you stay there, there would be many celestial sons and daughters to generate the mind of Anuttara Sambodhi, or the mind for the Tao, to repay the generosity of the Buddha and also to forgive and benefit all sentient beings. So although you stay at the Mara Palace, if you have clear light radiance in your heart mind, you can deliver sentient beings. So at that time, all the goddesses paid homage with their heads at Vimalakirti's feet. That's an Indian tradition. And they returned to their palace following Mara disappearing instantly. They followed Boshin, the king of Mara, to Mahasvara heaven. So, world honored one, the Bodhisattva who embraces the world told Sakyamuni Buddha, Vimalakirti has such self-mastery, divine power, wisdom, and eloquence. Therefore, I am incapable of going on your behalf to visit him. Because Vimalakirti, he has self-mastery, divine power, wisdom, and eloquence. unhindered eloquence. That's why he was not qualified.
讲到这个无尽灯啊，
Talking about the inexhaustible lamp, back then,
经过那么多年了，26岁，
after so many years, I was at 26.
无感慨，
Thinking about it, of course, I have some thoughts and feelings about it.
在台湾，
For so many years,
然后又到了西雅图，
the one that I delivered in Taiwan,
那写书，
and then after I got to Seattle, I started from beginning again,
非常的多，
and I wrote books,
得到心法
and then many people
也很多。 现在呢，
were delivered, and many people also have
开始的
attained clear light radiance. That there are many of them. And then the next ceremony,
七眼佛母
I will transmit the seven-eyed Buddha Mother secret practice
佛母的
to attain transcendent power of divine seeing.
天眼通秘密法，我们很多的同门
Many of our disciples have attained
很多同门
this transcendent power of divine seeing.
知道，很
They are able to see many Buddhas and Bodhisattvas.
看得到，
Which Buddhas or Bodhisattvas descending would be able to be seen by
这
them.
个办法，
And that's because they have the transcendent power of divine seeing
到师尊
in order to see them. And they could feel that Grandmaster's Dhamma bodies arriving.
真啊，跟他在一起，
And Grandmaster's Dhamma bodies
4小时没有
are with them at 24/7. Never separated.
那个新加坡的
The one from Singapore,
凯莉在这里吗？
is Kelly here from Singapore?
那个你有看到师尊吗？
Have you seen Grandmaster?
拿给他那个话筒，
Give her the microphone.
你有看到师尊吗？
Have you seen Grandmaster? Yes.
你可以看得到师尊，也可以看到
You
别人
can see Grandmaster. And can you see other Buddhas and Bodhisattvas?
是看到师尊，然后
Primarily see Grandmaster,
冈萨多，还有观世音
Vajrasattva, and Avalokitesvara
你也能够
Bodhisattva.
看到观世音菩萨，看到
So you can also see Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva and Vajrasattva.
他这个就是能够有这种接受的人，
So she's one that has such spiritual experience.
多个
And not just one, many.
这边骑
Right here, many.
这个骑牛我是不知道，
At least, this is a pun.
骑马的话就有好几个，
There are several of them.
好几个。那你这个一般来讲， 师尊的法身是24个小时都在你身边，
Generally speaking, Grandmaster's Dhamma
从来
body
没有离开
is by your side 24/7, right? Never abandon you, right? So she can do that.
得到这个无尽灯的人。
So she's the one who has received the inexhaustible lamp.
他心中有光明，他可以照到
So she has clear light radiance inside her heart mind,
师尊的分身，
and
新加坡
her divine eyes can see Grandmaster's Dhamma body.
只是偶尔一
She lived in Singapore, and she just came once or twice a year, and she lives in
在医
Singapore.
院工作吧，啊，
You work in the hospital, right? Yes.
那也是在台湾读书的嘛，哈，
Did you study in Taiwan? Yes.
是在台湾读大学，
She went to college in Taiwan and returned to Singapore to work.
看得到师
And she was able to see Grandmaster Vajrasattva and Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. And Grandmaster's Dharma body is with her 24/7, never separate. This is all true. Is there any other experiences we would like to say? Very grateful to Grandmaster's Dharma body to be with me 24/7. Like what Grandmaster said, and never apart. So sleeping, eating, taking showers, always together with Grandmaster. Taking showers? And thank you for Grandmaster's blessings. I could feel it, that the union of light with light. Okay, thank you. So clear light radiance and clear light radiance. Very good. Excellent. Therefore, many things. So Singapore, so 5 plus 13 hours, at least 16 hours flight. And she only comes once or twice a year, and already she has such a spiritual response, including taking showers. And then I shower many times a day. So what this means is that never separate, 24 hours 7, 24/7. With a thought, then it would appear. Then Grandmaster appears. That's how it is. And she can gain clear light radiance, and there's question and answer. As asking something and get the answer, very natural, very normal. And there are many people who can be like this in True Buddha School. One in Chiang Mai, in Thailand, a male disciple from Hong Kong who's living in Chiang Mai, Thailand. He's able to do that too, to have Grandmaster by his side 24/7 too. So this kind of phenomena is numerous. So Lian Ci, do you have anything more to say? I have lots of things to say, so we'll just let her. Homage to Grandmaster. I want to talk about the ceremony earlier. My experience talking about the inexhaustible lamp. So that during the ceremony, Grandmaster was transmitting the inexhaustible lamp, because from beginning to end, when Grandmaster exuded the power, the whole cosmic space, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas emitted such a power, and to lift up the heart minds of the disciples to generate the light. And it's very, very huge and increasing, so it's moving up and down, and it's non-stop, peace and blissful. So I praise Grandmaster and Vimalakirti. So it is in union. So Grandmaster was transmitting the inexhaustible lamp to everyone. So therefore, Grandmaster ceremony is truly grand. And normally, I'm not like her, feeling during taking showers or going to the bathroom. But when I have questions, then Grandmaster will speak, if it's good or not. Then he would just hint it or point it. He wouldn't say too much. Like if I feel pleased, then Grandmaster would say that you're too arrogant, like too high. Or if I feel that the living sentiment is too hard, I want to change, and Grandmaster would say that in the future they will all improve. And then I would continue. When you have certain moods, Grandmaster will speak. That's good. That's why I don't become so bad. Doesn't matter how bad you are, that's you. Thank you for your blessing, Grandmaster. Song Song, maybe can say a few words. Have you seen Grandmaster? Microphone. It's okay, you can say. What are you talking about? There's no me. Grandmaster is talking with me. What I should do, where should I be? If I encounter problems, Grandmaster will give Dharma teaching. Grandmaster speaking English? Yeah, English and Chinese. And feeling. This is inexhaustible lamp. The great lineage Guru and the great Simu and the great masters and Rinpoche. There was a great chef in Cambodia, and he came down and said he did not know how to speak Chinese. He spoke Cambodian, and he said that every day Grandmaster would take care of him and give him some responses. And a Dharma sister chanted Om Kuriya Sangsiddhi Home for 3 years, and Grandmaster gave her gold, and she bought 3 houses, and then she bought a bicycle. And because Grandmaster is a greatly prosperous Vajra, and then if you're 100% toward Grandmaster, then you would receive spiritual response too. I also have a small spiritual response that Grandmaster is 24/7 with us. If you chant Om Kriya City Home, Grandmaster immediately descends and blesses us. So our mind should be like what Padmasambhava, Guru Padmasambhava said. Honor the Guru, treasure the Dharma, and practice diligently. Like at the Seattle temple, before Grandmaster drives in, we could feel the energy already. Grandmaster is about to come. It's just like the puppet show. And so Grandmaster's power is number one. May I say something? Say a few words. This Master Lianze from Cambodia, back then he asked me where he should be. He did not know anything about Cambodia then. And Golden Mother said, ask him to go to Cambodia. At that time, he was a Dharma teacher, so Lianze Fa Si go to Cambodia. And I was also puzzled because there are no true Buddha disciples in Cambodia, and yet she asked him to go to Cambodia. So as if asking him to go to become slaughtered there. So he asked me, Cambodia? So he brought $500 to go to Cambodia. And I told him, by going to Cambodia, naturally there would be people meeting you, picking you up. And he was wearing the Lama robe, got off the plane, and someone asked him. He was in the hotel and restaurant business. A lady boss invited him to stay at her hotel for free. And Grandmaster is incredible. When during the training, I asked Grandmaster where I should go, and Grandmaster said, I'll dispatch you to Cambodia. And I just had $500. I didn't know how expensive the taxi is there. But as soon as I got off, the Dharma sister offered a room and board. So are you True Buddha School Dharma teacher? Yes. Okay, I would support your room and board all your life. So such a power that cannot be, it's not an ordinary being can do, because I was dumb. So if you just follow Grandmaster's words 100%, it would be accurate and responsive. And Grandmaster asked me just to follow the tradition, the local tradition. And they made universal offerings for the netherworld. And then the true Buddha disciples there had tremendous spiritual responses. So Grandmaster's 100%. Homage to Grandmaster. So he built 2 temples already in Cambodia. And Grandmaster built the 2 temples. When I got there, I didn't have any money, and Grandmaster said, why don't you do the practice and dedicate the merit? So the people there donated 2 pieces of land to build temples. it's a two-star official. And so Grandmaster's power is truly, truly tremendous, and we have photos to prove it. So we have to do it in each and every lifetime. We have to put our heart mind to our lineage guru, then we will have 100% responses that are 100% accurate. Now, Master Lianzi went by himself, and now he moved all his family to Cambodia. The Dragon King took my father to Cambodia and transformed into a goddess. And the living Buddha Lien Sung So to help. So Grandmaster's power is number one. My father told me, and the goddess give him lots of money. And that's the local general. So this is 100% truthful. So this is inexhaustible lamb. So now in Cambodia, we have 2 Lechang temples, and he delivers sentient beings in Cambodia. So the light has been lit there in Cambodia. That's how it was. Back then, he went there by himself, and he could build 2 temples. And then now all the family went. And the Prime Minister of Cambodia so one person went, and then he developed, and the whole family, including his younger brother, had married the daughter of a Cambodian general, and who befriend the highest figures of Cambodia, including the Prime Minister. So he's shining brightly in Cambodia now. That's how he was. So this is inexhaustible lamb, like spoken by Vimalakirti. So truly, the Dharma bodies are everywhere, omnipresent, and there are many, many more disciples, which I don't name, that they can see Grandmaster's emanated bodies, and many could hear Grandmaster speaking to them. And it's not in just one country, but all over the world. So this is the same as the inexhaustible lamb. Thank you, everyone. Om Mani Padme Hum.